This is iPhone 13 mini. I have been using this mobile for close to 1 week. In this video, I share my user experience review including the good and bad things I encountered. So, if you're planning to buy this iPhone 13 mini this year, you must watch without skipping any part. I promise you, I try my best to hook you without feeling bored. I break down this video into different categories and I have given the timestamps for a better viewing experience. The mobile I'm using is a refurbished unit. Even though it is like that, this is in superb condition, meaning it looks like the same as the mobile that you just unboxed and used for close to 1 week. This iPhone 13 mini comes with a 5.4-inch screen with an 85.1% screen to body ratio. The display dimensions are 1080 by 2340 pixels. This is a 19.5:9 ratio panel with 476 pixels per inch density. This display is a Super Retina XDR OLED panel. The viewing angles are really good. By the way, this display is supported for HDR10 as well. It can play HDR content on YouTube. I tested it. This panel goes up to 800 nits of high brightness and 1200 nits of peak brightness. This 1200 nits strikes when you are using this mobile in direct sunlight. I used this mobile in direct sunlight, indoors, under shade and even outdoors evening times as well. The one word I can say about the brightness level is it's amazing. This display is protected by ceramic shield glass. I used tempered glass during my usage and also a transparent back cover most of the time. This display is good for basic stuff, but you cannot watch the content freely like on bigger screen mobiles. See, this mini series are pocket friendly mobiles. Even though it comes with a flagship chipset from Apple, the users of this mobile won't use it not even 70% most of the time like the Pro Max users. Talking about the problems that I noticed during my usage is that I cannot watch YouTube videos or movies directly on this mobile. Either I use my laptop or MacBook because of the larger screen. One more thing, the notch occupying most of the space in the top area. I expected a smaller notch for this size because Apple calls innovative design. I even played games on this mobile. Yes, I did. You can check the full gaming review video link in the description box and comment pinned section to see the temperatures it is reaching and the battery drop after every game. All the games I played ran smoothly without lags or frame drops because it is a cakewalk for the chipset that is inside in this 13 mini. But the display is problematic here. Due to the smaller and compact size, you miss that feel when you are playing the games. If you have any vision related issues, please don't buy these small screen mobiles. By the way, this display is only supported for a 60Hz refresh rate, which is not good on paper. I used the iPhone 13 mini after using a 120Hz refresh rate Samsung mobile for more than 3 years. Trust me, I didn't notice any differences between 60Hz and 120Hz. Maybe it's due to the smooth animations that we get on iPhone making it feel like that. The typing is little okay for me, but I cannot freely type like the Android mobile because it has a bigger and wider screen. The vibration haptics are really good. There is a time where I'm playing the Subway Surfers game. If I complete any achievements in that game, a smooth vibration feedback comes which I never experienced it in any Android mobiles. Flagship level vibration feedback. If you look at the buttons placement, you get the power button on the right side, the alert slider, volume buttons and the SIM tray on the left side. The speaker's quality is good and it's loud as well. This 13 mini comes with a stereo speaker setup, which is good if we look at this mobile size. Overall, my experience with the display is good apart from the notch size. This iPhone 13 mini comes with Apple A15 Bionic chipset. This is a 5nm build processor. It can handle any task you give without any problem, even heavy tasks as well. But for that, you need to adjust with the heating. During my camera testing and gaming review, I faced heating issues. Sometimes it is crossing 40 degrees Celsius without using a back cover, which is not at all bearable if you keep this mobile in the pocket directly right after doing heavy stuff. Of course, any mobile will heat up for some days right after the unboxing. I faced most of the heating issues during the gaming followed by camera usage, where the processor needs to run effectively here for a smoother experience. I make it very simple for you regarding the processor and performance, guys. If you're a normal user, meaning You use this mobile for basic things like phone calls, WhatsApp, texting, video calls, occasional camera usage, and very rare gaming. It's okay and you won't observe major heating issues. But on the other side, if you're a person who uses this 13 mini, I mean iPhone 13 mini for extreme camera usage followed by heavy gaming, there is no doubt that you notice a lot of heating issues. Even though the heating issues are there during heavy usage, but I didn't notice any performance drop, which is very surprising for me. See, in some Android mobiles, I noticed that whenever the processor hits that peak performance and generated like a lot of heat, automatically the performance drops, which leads to lags, frame drops during that particular app usage. But in this iPhone 13 mini, I didn't notice that. If you're a normal user, you don't need to worry about the heating issues either. But there is one thing you need to take care of this 13 mini. It's the battery. I'll tell you in a bit about the battery along with the usage statistic pictures as well. Now let's talk about the cameras where many people buy iPhones. There are two cameras on the back and a single camera on the front. The main camera is 12 megapixel with an aperture of f1.6. This is a 26mm wide lens. It comes with dual pixel PDAF sensor and sensor shift OIS features. The second one is a 12 megapixel but with an aperture of f2.4. This is an ultra wide angle lens camera with a field of view of 120 degrees. On the front, it's a 12 megapixel with an aperture of f2.2. This is a 23mm wide lens camera. The daytime pictures are looking great, there is no doubt about that. But the night time it struggles a bit under a lot of exposure lights. I'm telling in brief here guys. If you want, you can check the detailed camera review video for more information about the settings and the features, followed by video samples and photo samples during the daytime and nighttime conditions. In brief, the cameras are fantastic during good lighting conditions. The video performance is also good, but during low light conditions or nighttime, it's not that great. You can record videos maximum of 4K 60 FPS by using the both cameras, which is also quite nice and very surprising for me. Because if you're a content creator, you know the value of 4K video recording. But there is little thing you need to observe here. The maximum zoom you can do while recording the videos is 3x. While it is okay for most of the users, but sometimes there are conditions where you have to zoom beyond that, let's say 5x or 6x, which you cannot do in this 13 mini. Most of the time, I do not do more than 3x zoom even though I'm using the Android mobile phone. So for me, it's okay. If you look into the photos, you can zoom up to a maximum of 5x. That's it. Only 5x. So think twice if you are a person who zoom in and take a lot of pictures or videos. Also, as I shared earlier, during the camera usage, I noticed a lot of heating issues. If you are buying this iPhone 13 mini only for cameras, please watch the camera review that I uploaded already. You get an idea of how it was. Okay, long story short, for daytime or decent light conditions, it's good for photos and videos. But for nighttime or dull light situations, reconsider it. The first thing I want to give clarity here is this is not a one-day mobile if you are a typical above normal user. If you are a person who uses this mobile only for calls, WhatsApp texting, sending messages, followed by doing some online transactions and occasionally using the cameras when you are out, then you can use it for one complete day without any problem or without need of carrying any power bank. If you use beyond the things what I told just now, you need to charge this mobile a minimum of I'm telling of twice a day. The screen time I got is in between 3 to 4 hours every time whenever I use this mobile. It didn't cross 5 hours of screen time mark in my usage. Sometimes I played games, sometimes cameras and sometimes very basic tasks. Here you can see the snaps of the battery statistics under different conditions during my usage. You can also observe the screen on time as well. The battery capacity that you get in this 13 mini is 2438 mAh. Yes, it is very small due to its compact design. That's why we get a very little backup. I checked the standby time as well for 4 days straight during the night time. Here are the battery drops I noticed. I used a single SIM card and kept my mobile in silent mode by turning off the internet and Wi-Fi. On the first day, it was 73% at night, and by the next day morning, it was at 68%. You can observe here 5% is dropped. Do note that the mobile I'm using is having a battery health of 100%. If you charge 100%, it holds up good. You feel like, yeah, it has more juice. But once it drops 1% and reaches 99%, it starts draining faster. Also, when the battery was at 16%, I just opened the camera app, clicked only 4 photos and checked the battery percentage. Guess how much it drops? The answer is it dropped 11% all of a sudden. Yes, 11% all of a sudden. But when it is at 1%, it is alive for more time than the previous scenario. This iPhone 13 mini supports 15 watts wireless MagSafe charging, which is so nice according to the Apple. But in Android, you can see a lot of mobiles that already supported for 15 watts. If you charge through the wire, it supports 20 watts. With a charger, it can charge 50% in 30 minutes. You can check the charging test video that I already posted for more information. I showed every 10 minutes how much it charged under switch on condition, followed by enabling the flight mode. Due to the lower battery capacity, even though it supports 20 watts wire charging, which is slow compared to other mid-range mobiles, Android mobiles charging speeds, it feels it is charging faster. So if you ask me, charging is not a big issue in the iPhone 13 mini, but the battery backup does. This iPhone 13 mini was released in September 2021. According to Apple, this mobile is supported for 5 years of major iOS updates, meaning up to 2026. So software updates wise, you do not need to worry when it comes to any iPhone. They are really good and on time. Oh, by the way, this mobile doesn't have any Apple Intelligence feature, and don't know either Apple releases in upcoming updates. Now I talk about some extra features that are available and not available on this iPhone 13 mini. Talking about the available features, number 1, it comes with stereo speakers support. Number 2, dual SIM support is there, where one is physical and another one is eSIM. Number 3, 5G support is there. Number 4, NFC option is there. Number 5, it is resistable to IP68 dust and water. Number 6, Apple Pay is supported, and number 7, Face ID is there. Talking about the features that are not available, number 1, there is no 3.5mm headphone jack. I think it's high time to eliminate this because iPhone was the first ever mobile introduced with no headphone jack. So from now onwards, whenever I'm reviewing any iPhone, I don't reconsider this point. Noted. Number 2, there is no storage expansion option. The model I'm using has a 256GB of internal storage, so check once before you buy. Number 3, it comes with a lightning port, not Type-C. Even the iPhone 14 doesn't have a Type-C charging slot. Apple introduced the Type-C from the iPhone 15 series. So for whom this iPhone 13 mini is meant for in this year? And by the way guys, this iPhone 13 mini is the last mini series from iPhone. After that, iPhone discontinued this. So for whom it is? This 13 mini is good for those who want a smaller mobile with great performance and can do any task easily without lag. Like I said previously, if you're a person who uses mobile mainly for phone calls, followed by texting on WhatsApp, social media applications, followed by doing payments and occasional camera usage, and very rare games, this mobile is for you. If you're a person who wants a smaller mobile that can be usable in a single hand and don't spend hours with smartphone, you can choose it. There is no problem in that. Personally, I like compact mobile phones because I don't want to get distracted and I don't want that heavy, thick mobiles. You won't believe me, but in it 90% of the time, I keep my mobile in silent mode. The only time I remove the silent mode is when I'm out from the home. But make sure you are okay with the battery backup if you are choosing this iPhone 13 mini. Some users always look at the battery percentage and feels the FOMO. Be careful if you are that kind of person. That's my user review of this iPhone 13 mini. I thought this mobile was going to be a game changer for my usage, but it didn't. If you're a person, an Android user, you feel that pain for initial days. Even though with that pain, I used this mobile. After using it, I realized that this iPhone 13 mini doesn't fit for my usage and the task I'm performing every day, where it is easy on Android. There are so many big and small things in real usage scenarios where Android is faster and smarter than iOS. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one.